Dart Prince, Kareem Darwish, he takes on one of his old foes from Finland. Welcome back for our 7th match, only our 7th of this.
Expect from Olli Tuminen, he's going to be firing around, he's going to be playing at quicker pace as he possibly can.
Ferocious, 88 minutes, ruthlessly cutting through his... wanting to take that little Bundesliga, wanting to take that little bit of time to...
AJ Bell, World Squash.
All the way from...
Second round match, Olli Tuminen, Finland serving, Kareem Darwish, Egypt receiving, best of 5 games, Lavore.
There's good old Ralph. Ralph Mann all the way from Austria. Used to do a lot of refereeing in the Bundesliga.
And out.
Busy day here for the referees.
One last.
Well, Darwish is off to a good start. Well, Olli Tuminen, Drew Boy, will play at that pace, but he'll play at it even. And the problem that he'll have is the accuracy levels. If he doesn't get this completely right, Darwish will pick him off all day long.
We certainly will. It's absolutely imperative for Olli Tuminen to find the corners and find the corners well. So he has to get the ball deep and dying and fading away. Because otherwise, as soon as you see Kareem Darwish with any sort of options or any time on the ball, he's absolutely lethal.
And out. 2-1.
Well, there's the pace tempo from Tuminen, making that half volley look very easy. The low kill. Well, it's imperative, Drew Boy, that Tuminen keeps a rein on Kareem Darwish, because we know that the Dart Prince is a very good... Do you want to say it?
Front runner.
Oh, wow. Took a bit of time, didn't it, mate?
I didn't realise that
pull your cheeks and your tongue out to actually say it. Well, I did look at you with wide eyes, nodding my head, like shaking you. What else do you want me to do?
Well, if you're not going to make it obvious, then...
Okay.
3-2.
I think maybe it's probably easier if I make my chair the same height as yours. Then you might actually have eye level with me, even though I'm taller than you in real life. Looking for the stroke.
First match together, isn't it, today?
Yes.
4-2.
Left it all the way to the 7th. We've certainly gelled again.
It's a good volley from Olli Tuminen, using all of his wingspan across the middle. Darwish actually did really well to recover the situation, but was on the back foot from that moment on.
3-4.
He's playing at that trademark tempo, Tuminen, and not bad movement there for a chap that's going to be 35 soon. I'd like to come up against him at some stage in the over 35s.
That'll be quite a difficult proposition, won't he?
He keeps moving like this. It doesn't always look particularly eloquent, but it's certainly effective. And there's going to be the stroke, yeah.
Stroke to Darwish. And out. 5-3.
There we go. Just wrapping his racket round 2 minutes.
Well, Kareem Darwish is ruthless in these opening rounds, isn't he?
Just in general, even when you say hello, he ruthlessly says hello back. Just wants to challenge people, doesn't he, for a couple of points and try and hammer them. They've got mini squash here with that little wall, and there were a load of kids there, and they ended up clearing off when Darwish decided to take them out one by one. We nearly had a 3-referee system there. He was taking strokes and everything. I was like, well, they're only youngsters. They haven't really played the game before, but he just wanted to win. Anyway, they've packed up that mini squash now, and they won't be coming back, ever.
Thank you. 6-3.
It's starting to open up. This is the dangerous timer here for 2 minutes. Absolutely cane that. Somehow Darwish is that's heavy.
There we see the problem immediately. If you leave the...
This is a massive hustle.
We just got to keep the ball away from Karim Darwish's racket, because if it's too easy for him, you're in big trouble.
2 minutes is all over the place here, but somehow he hangs on in this rally.
It's amazing, isn't it? Within every single lunge, it looks like his back is collapsing within the shot.
No, he's got a very strong physique. I mean, he's prolific head ducker. When he goes into the front, he literally times his forehead, nearly hits the floor. But he's in this rally, and he's making Darwish look a bit sluggish at the moment. Just needs one opportunity, though, the Dark Prince. It's a hard rally. Has beaten him twice before, Olli 2 minute. Oh, there's the delayed drop, but still the rally goes on.
This is brutal, Joey.
This just keeps going. I really want... Yeah, look at that. And that was the width
7-3.
Darwish will be feeling that rally, but 2 minutes was...
Right box.
Times, he looked like he'd lost the rally a few times when he managed to claw it back.
Right box.
Last 16, that victory.
Well, actually, the last time 2 minutes did beat Darwish was back in 2005, and the rest of their encounters since then, it's actually been 3-love to the Dark Prince, Drew Boyd.
He'll certainly be confident, won't he, that he knows how to deal with the pace of Olli 2 minute. Obviously feels that he can keep him in check.
Down. 5-7.
Darwish won't want to be doing that movement too often. Oh, look at that. Oh. Ow.
Must always be worried when he goes in for those extended lunges into the front of the court.
Well, particularly on this particular one where they're slipping at the front a bit.
It's good to see Darwish actually committing to the full lunge and extension there, though.
No, his movement looked pretty good in the US Open. He beat Mohamed Al-Shabagi there 3-love. And then played a pretty excellent third game. Well, that was wonderful timing of the camera there as he cuts down on the ball.
8-5.
Bread and butter for Darwish, knowing that not going too low over the top of the tin, Drew Boyd using that sidewall. But yeah, he looked impressive in the US Open, so he's probably having a decent run with his body. He's had a lot of injuries over the last while. That's slick from 2 minutes.
Very slick. Darwish-esque, wasn't it? The way that he suddenly full swing and then cut down on the ball.
Well, it was all in the head movement. Ball wouldn't have reached the front ball if it wasn't good for...
The head flick just adds to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, at times I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't trapped a nerve in his neck Olli 2 minute. It's going to be a stroke.
Stroke to 2 minutes.
So the Finn really playing an excellent end game in this first.
7-8.
Just within 1.78. He's got to serve intelligently to Darwish, who's certainly breathing. I say that, and he serves right on his racket.
It's going to be a let ball there, though. There's space for Darwish.
Whole front wall to play.
He was a little bit late. Little bit late. 7.
Well, I thought there was a bit of space, so I think it's a good decision.
He could have easily have played that. All the front wall to hit on there. Good decision. Well, we're going to get a frenetic pace. Will Tuominen stay quite straight, or will he look to go cross court? If he does, he's got to get accurate width. Well, Darwish this term.
Tuominen's keeping it very straight until that point.
It's good lines. Oh, that is ridiculous. That was an outrageous volley. Beautifully accurate.
9,
Look at this,
7.
the way he cuts down on that. There you go. Obviously no apology. 9-7 to Darwish. And there he is.
Yes, lad. 9,
Start doing
7.
Personalised clinics on how to get your opponent in front of the line there, not letting him out, looking for that stroke. It's too good at hitting.
10-7 game ball.
Very aristocratic end to this first game, particularly on that point. Quality hitting from Darwish, so 3 game balls for the Egyptian. Tuominen desperately trying to harry the pace. Doesn't want to go completely wild though.
Well, the problem is you're always in danger if you're injecting so much pace of losing that accuracy. And of course, we've seen it time and time again at this level, that if you're playing someone like Darwish, you have to be so accurate.
Stop. 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 About to pick up. Ball was not up. Decision.
I think this is a bit harsh.
About to pick up.
Well, Darwish is
11-7.
Called it down, Joey.
I think that's harsh, do you?
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Well, he's a very honest player. What are they doing?
Was double. In front.
He's not really narrowed it down there, saying it's... Let's have a look here.
Absolutely fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, he got that easily. Absolutely fine. Well, that's pretty tragic, really, for Tuominen. But 12 minutes in duration. Kareem Darwish takes the first game 11-7. He now leads by 1 game to love.
Certainly was a frenetic pace set by Olli Tuominen, the flying Finn, living up to his name there at the beginning of that game and doing very well, staying close to Kareem Darwish, although it was the pinpoint accuracy of Darwish and the ruthlessness when he had the opportunities, taking those chances that saw him through in the end. And Olli Tuominen had chances, he looked to up the pace, but as he upped the pace, he just lost a little bit of the accuracy. So it's important for the Finn to look to inject pace, look to play fast, but it has to also be controlled and there has to be variations.
Well, Kareem Darwish looking very, very solid. He's got a great track record here against Olli Tuominen. The Finn has not beaten the Egyptians since 2005, and every match they've played, it's been 3-love. But Tuominen, there's glimpses there of Tuominen really harrowing Darwish, and as you pointed out, Drew Boy, the fast pace is fine, but there needs to be an accuracy level, and I feel that the Finn needs to straighten up a little bit more against the Dark Prince, narrow those angles down. I
agree, and I think as well as the angles being straightened up, he also needs the variations of height, variations of pace, because at the end of the day, these top players, one pace is still a rhythm. So although it might catch someone by surprise initially, they will soon settle into that pace, that rhythm. They'll get used to it and react to it.
Absolutely.
And then you have to vary it. There has to be a change of pace as well.
Absolutely. Just going off for some of the English viewers, I mean, we've got viewers all around the world. There was a comedy show called The Fast Show, which is very popular. Obviously, you would have watched it. And there was The Competitive Dad. And Kareem Darwish, obviously, really a father.
1 game to love.
Do you think at some stage he might be like that, just challenging his daughter and possibly his son at some stage to squash when they're 2-3 years old? taking no prisoners and recording the results.
What to show them in a few years down the line.
To remind them pretty much every day that he's beaten them ruthlessly and easily. This is good work. That was
one left.
So tight.
I would do that with my son Jacob, but he'd probably beat me.
Well,
and then rub it in every single day.
Well, Simon Rosner on the side court, just to put you in the picture. The German #1's managed to get past the dangerous Kuwaiti #1, Al Mazain. 15-13, 11-7.
Decision about to pick up.
11-5, closing it out very, very solidly. So,
and out.
So the German will make his debut on the glass tomorrow. So all the supporters around that part of the world will be very happy and relieved that he's got past the slightly tricky left-hander from Kuwait.
It's good to have a Germanic presence in the next round.
Absolutely. And he's on the rise, Herr Rosner. That's brilliant. He went to play the ball there.
Yes. Decision? Yes, lad.
See it here. Tuominen wanting to play the ball.
1-0.
Keeping the rally continuous. Simon Rosner will come up against
and out.
Mohamed Al-Shabagi. That should be an absolute cracker. Tournament really starting to open up.
2-1.
I reckon that will be explosive, Joey.
Slightly hard hitting.
(3-1). Down. Right box, please.
Quite a cheap error there from Olli Tuominen. But again, you just saw in the length in that battle for the back of the court. He's just giving Darwish too much room to hit. He needs to get the pace off the ball when it's getting into the back corner. So there's nothing for Darwish to work with. You know, really tucking him up, reducing his swing. So it's he's having to flick it out or maybe do a smaller adapted swing rather than
full frontal.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's where the options come. Because you drop the swing and take the ball in short and you can't see it, let alone give it a massive wallop. Karim Darwish is such a heavy hitter. I mean, that basic general power to length and width takes you by surprise when you play him.
Down. 6-1.
Well, he really is starting to steam away from Olli Tuominen at 6-1. Such a big situation. With it being a 64 draw, there's only a day off with the split quarter-final that these guys get through these earlier rounds as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And that's certainly one of Darwish's strong traits against the lower-ranked players.
A lot of the top seeds have been doing it very well, though, haven't they, this event? The last 2 rounds.
Superbly well. We've had the one casualty through injury in this tournament, and that was Peter Barker.
And out.
That certainly opens up side of the draw.
7-2.
Certainly does. It's funny how you see the camaraderie between the players then, because Arma Shabana was out watching from the back of the court when that happened to Peter Barker, and he was genuinely gutted for Peter Barker because they all understand the effort that's put into each person physically and how you have to prepare, and then how difficult and painful it is when something like that does go wrong.
Pretty much everyone now playing on this had some major injuries, I have to say it. James Wallstrop, not really. Darwish certainly has had his fair share, and to be honest, Olli Tuominen's actually managed to stay injury-free, which some of the movements he does, it's pretty unbelievable.
Especially the pace he plays at.
I wouldn't say it's particularly easy on his body, is it? Hey, there's a taxi. Darwish. It's the first time I've seen the Dark Prince smile, and he actually let out a howl.
3-7.
It's good. It's good to see. He's got a bit of a sense of humour.
Well, you know what Ollie's starting to do here, don't you?
Well, he's certainly rocking his head, but what else is he doing, Drew Boy?
Trying to express himself, isn't he? He's just freeing his arm up a little bit. He's holding, he's flicking a bit, and it's just messed up the rhythm of Karim Darwish.
Well, he is varying the hitting, as you said, a bit more softer paces, trying to use a bit more of the front wall, I suppose. Oh, he's going to shut him out all day long there.
No lead. Hand out.
It was a good flattening attack, though, from Karim Darwish.
It was the timing, wasn't it? Timed it beautifully. Classic technique, Karim Darwish. The old head flick from 2 minutes. And he's going a bit headless there. That's going to be a no-let. You can't turn the ball cross-court when you're off balance and hit a poor width and expect to get a let ball.
No, I mean, it's closed out clinically by Karim Darwish.
Down. Hand out.
It's the type of movements Olli Tuominen needs to force from Darwish. Needs to show him the drive out and then pop him back into the front corner. Got to really look to stop-start a mover like Karim Darwish.
Ball was down. Hand out. 10-5. Game ball.
That unforced error, Darwish with 5 game balls for a 2-love lead. Thunderous cross-court, still Darwish stays within the rally. Why he's turning it cross-court off balance, I have no idea, and that's a rash.
11-5, game Darwish.
Headless error really from 2 minutes. It's running out of options here. 22 minutes in duration, just 8 minutes for this second game. Darwish takes it 11-5, he leads by 2 games to love.
That was a perfect start to the second game there for Karim Darwish. Raced away, carried on where he left off in the first game. Good, accurate, clinical squash. He was able to play it in nicely, looking to attack, looking to pick off Olli Tuominen. Olli Tuominen was ever so slightly erratic, playing a lot of angles, and that was just sufficient for Darwish to be able to pick him off. What did work for Olli Tuominen was when he started to vary the pace, vary the shots. And that happened a bit too late for the Finn when he was already quite a way down. So it's important that he starts to do this at the start of the game, and maybe he can make inroads to Darwish.
Well, Karim Darwish now has the 2 game to love lead, which is going to make it ever harder for Olli Tuominen. There needs to be a bit of structure from the Finn. He started to express himself, as you said, let the arm go, but then suddenly started to lose the plot and rush everything. And Karim Darwish, from a physical point of view, has not even been tested, Drew, but it's 22 minutes so far, and he will continue to pick off Tuominen, and probably even more in even more of a ruthless manner, if that's
well, he will
possible.
do. He will do, won't he? Even more of a ruthless manner. But he will carry on to do that, and it's down to Olli Tuominen to actually mix it up and change it slightly so that he breaks the rhythm and stops that ruthlessness from Karim Darwish.
Apparently he has got bedclothes made with the capital R on the back for ruthlessness. Karim Darwish. Certainly a word that comes to mind pretty much every time you see it.
2 games to love.
A consummate professional as he now starts the 3rd game.
Mind you, if you get results like this, you wouldn't mind being as ruthless, would you?
Personality traits.
Yes, lad.
Well, it's certainly crucial, and that's why he has been at the top of the game, world #1. He's never won a world championship. or a British Open.
Hand out. One love.
That certainly shows just how hard a title they are to win. Those titles, the British Open and the World Championships. The post, a bit too high from Olli Tuominen. It allows Karim Darwish the opportunity to attack from that. The hard exchange here between these two players. Really important rally at the start of this third game. And again, Karim Darwish getting the measure on Olli Tuominen. Great extension into the front of the court there from the Egyptian player.
I just heard
2-1.
How much cuts he puts on the ball, and squash terminology say about the strings singing. Karim Darwish cuts the ball into the front, really open racket face. Cuts it more than most players, actually. So therefore the ball stays really very short.
Well, it bites on the front wall then, doesn't it, when you get it spinning?
Well, Tuominen's going to appeal the pickup from Darwish.
Pickup was good.
Well, we'll have a little look at that. You might think so, but we'll have a little look to confirm with our analysis team. Not that it will make any...
3-1.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah. Impressive pickup from Karim Darwish.
He got it.
My immediate thought was that it was double.
Yeah, I did immediately think it was a double one. Good refereeing there from Ralph Mann.
It's better drive to the back there from Olli Tuominen. You saw that Darwish wasn't able to play the shot fully, didn't have the full swing.
Yes, lad.
Oh, there he is, right behind his opponent.
3-1. Video review? No, 3-1.
Did he say you couldn't get through? Or video review?
He said video review.
Of course he did, sorry. How would I get those two mixed up? Well, it's too loose, really, from
4-1.
Olli Tuominen. So much time.
Really do have to limit your opponent's options, especially if you're going to move them into the front of the court.
Down. And out.
See there, the accuracy of Olli Tuominen's shot restricted Darwish to a counter response.
But then how did he respond? Did he respond with a capital R or not?
Not quite, because it didn't go up.
But that's true. Well, look at the... Oh, that was not the best from Tuominen. He's absolutely stitched himself there. And again, he's coming out with all sorts of angles. He's like something out of the over 45s. He's designing new shots, the Finn. Absolutely obsessed with coffee. Just thought I'd throw that in there. He's got a coffee machine that he's built himself. Plays in the same PSL team as me and proceeded to talk for 2.5 hours on a car journey up to London about coffee at a very, very loud
How on earth has he built it himself?
Ask me. Please don't start with it, because he will talk all day
And
long.
out. 5-2.
Told him I was wanting to get one of those Nespresso machines, and he went absolutely bonkers and started having a go at me about no idea about coffee. Obviously, by his reaction, he'd had about 10 himself.
Down. And out.
Don't know if you know, but I've given up coffee,
3-5.
Joey.
No, I do. You're kind of quite pleased with yourself with that, but you'll be back on it. So I'd like you to be slightly pleased with yourself.
Just enjoying the tea leaves and the variations of green tea. And the health benefits that come with that.
Stroke to Darwish.
Of course, Darwish gobbling up another stroke.
6-3.
Squeeze well on the side. There he is, yeah. He's right behind. If in doubt, you know where he'll be. Right behind you.
Okay. Video review, please.
Well, this is not
Turminen
going to work at all for 2
On
minutes.
the stroke decision.
He's gone for a video review. Ralph Mann's just about been able to get it out there. Let's have a look. Wow, what's he doing?
It's going to be a stroke, isn't it?
Obviously, it was an attempted lob. It's got to be a stroke within seconds. So that was being...
Decision upheld. Stroke to Darwish. Mr. Turminen has no review remaining. 6-3. Not up. 7-3.
Olli Tuuminen's persisting with the relentless attacks, hitting low and hard.
Down. 8-3.
In the end, forcing the error.
box
That's the other thing. There's a real risk versus reward scenario that you have to think about if you keep going just above the tin with aggressive shots.
Down. 9-3.
Well, Darwish now very, very close for an appearance in the third round.
Down. 10-3. Match ball.
So the Dark Prince with 7 match balls here.
So many errors from Olli Tuuminen.
Out.
So the effort from Tuuminen
11-3.
coming unstuck towards the end there. Green Darwish will be over the moon with that performance.
11-5, 11-3.
Very, very solid. 32 minutes of squash. Darwish dispatches Olli Tuuminen.